Imagine this, you're dead, resting peacefully, rotting in peace. Then someone digs you up, dresses you in ornate robes, and drags you into court. Not figuratively, literally. You're the defendant, your accuser, the new pope. No, this isn't a South Park episode. This was an official church tribunal in the year 1897. Welcome to the Cadaver Synod, Formosus versus Stephen VI. The main charge, revenge is a dish best served dead. Rome, 9th century. Popes come and go faster than storm clouds. Formosus, brilliant, ambitious, and politically dangerous. He becomes pope, but not everyone is thrilled. He earns powerful enemies, rival bishops, angry nobles, and most importantly, Stephen VI, a man who would eventually become pope himself. Then Formosus dies. That should be the end, right? But Stephen can't let go. He doesn't just want to erase Formosus, he wants to humiliate him. So what does he do? He says, "You know what this church needs? A trial for a corpse." And back then, that wasn't even against the rules. The church had something called a synod, a special court where apparently being alive was optional. So the trial begins. Location, Basilica of St. John Lateran, Rome's finest cathedral. Audience, bishops, priests, nobles, and one decomposing former pope. Formosus's body is pulled from the tomb, dressed in full papal regalia and seated upright on a throne. Imagine the scene. A skeleton in robes, silent, still. Stephen VI stands before him and screams, "You were never supposed to be pope. You broke canon law. You were a bishop of another diocese." And the corpse, dead silent. So Stephen appoints a deacon to speak on Formosus' behalf, a man who plays the role of defense attorney for a corpse. The entire courtroom becomes a grotesque puppet show. Stephen yells, the deacon responds, no one questions the absurdity. It's all perfectly official. The verdict? Guilty. Formosus is stripped of all titles, declared a fraud. His papacy is retroactively annulled. Then it gets even weirder. His body is stripped again. 3 fingers, the ones used for blessings, are chopped off. He's buried, then dug up again, and finally dumped into the Tiber River like garbage. But this horror show isn't over. A few months later, Stephen VI is arrested. His own supporters turn against him. He's thrown in prison and strangled in his cell. Formosus, he's fished out of the river, reburied with honors, and declared innocent. Trials of dead people are banned forever. But the damage is done. And the message is clear. This wasn't justice. This was politics. A power move so extreme, it tried to control not just the living, but the legacy of the dead. Even a corpse had to be punished because memory is power, and Stephen wanted to rewrite it. The irony, that insane trial didn't erase Formosus. It made him unforgettable. Now be honest, would you want your skeleton to be dragged into court just so someone could yell at it? This story isn't just about popes and corpses. It's about obsession, about how the fear of losing control can twist into something monstrous. Sometimes dying is enough to be remembered, but to become a legend, they have to judge you after death.